Well, good morning, folks. I'm here with Megan, and this morning I thought what we'd do is a bit of a update video on what's been going on the channel the last couple months and what some expectations might be of the channel as we move forward, especially in the coming next couple of months. Now, for those of you, we'll do a very quick recap, but if you want more detailed information, if you just go a few videos back, you can kind of find out a little bit more about the accident Megan was in, who Megan is in the first place, for some of you who don't know, and you can find that out if you just go about a half a dozen videos back. But quick recap back, Megan is my girlfriend. We've been seeing each other since June of last year, 2020. She also had a 4x4 van like Sasquatch, but she was in a bit of an accident, not just a bit of an accident, but a pretty severe accident last December, where she lost control on some black ice, slid into the oncoming lane, and was hit straight in the door by a semi coming in the other direction. She's very lucky to be alive. She had some pretty severe injuries and had to spend 2 weeks in the hospital, and we are still working our way through doctor's appointments and some post surgeries. She just recently had a stent put in her neck, and then we just had a follow-up appointment on that, which went very well. And in the coming week, we're going to have a follow-up appointment on her neck, because we're sitting here. She can have her brace off, but any time that we are moving or driving or she's walking, she's got a neck brace that she has to wear. And we're hoping that this next appointment, she's going to get a CT scan and they're going to check that and I'll be okay. It's pretty severe injury because it's in the upper part of her neck. And for those who are familiar with Christopher Reeves, it's the same break that he had that made him a paraplegic. So that's why it's been taken pretty seriously. So, but like I said, she's doing pretty well. And, we're starting to kind of move forward, and we're at a point now where we're trying to get things a little bit back to normal. So part of getting things back to normal is getting Megan back in her own van, which we did get a new van purchased. It's why don't you tell them about your new van?
It's 2 years older than my last van, but it has like 120,000 less miles. So it's still a 7.3. It's a cargo van, still extended. It doesn't have side doors with windows. It currently just has like traditional cargo van side doors. So those have to get replaced. Hopefully we'll be able to find some at the junkyard pretty cheap. And other than that, once it gets done at AJ's, we'll be taking it back to Central Oregon to build out the interior so I can live in it.
Yeah. So she's excited about that, and she kind of mentioned that's where we're actually currently sitting. We're in the van. We're not somewhere cool in the forest somewhere. We're actually in AJ's 4x4 van's parking lot, and I've been working on videoing her build of the 4x4. And for those that might have been familiar with the video I did at AJ's of my van, it wasn't very detailed, but this new video, for those that are really interested, it's going to be a lot more detailed. We're going to go through it kind of more step-by-step of each part of the conversion. So I think you guys will, for those that are interested, will enjoy that. But we're hoping to was it today? Wednesday? Yeah. So we're hoping that we'll be done with that by Friday, and we'll be able to get the van back over to Central Oregon and start the build out.
So since my accident, I haven't really been able to stay with Jason because his van was built out for a single person. And plus I needed to really have more space than just a van situation in order to recover. So probably about the first 2 months I needed to stay with family. I have my parents in Portland, and then his sister-in-law, which is in Central Oregon, which was close to all my doctor's appointments, that we've been staying with. So we haven't really been staying in the van at all. Jason needed a place to rebuild the inside of his van so that both of us could actually be in there. So we rented a RV storage unit, which is fairly large. It's like 11 by 46 or something.
13 by 46.
13 by 46. So we have some storage in there in the back half, but most of it is actually a workshop. He built a workbench. sawhorses, and he's been using that space in order to build out what you see here. He's got probably quite a bit more to do as far as getting storage in here, because it really doesn't have a whole lot of storage for our stuff. But at least for right now, both of us can sleep in here. We do have a place to keep some of our stuffs, which we really don't need a whole lot right now. And I think probably after we get back next week, he'll be able to start finishing his build.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing is I'd say I'm probably about 50% done with the build. It was it was really, for the last couple of weeks, I've just been running with the chicken with my head cut off, trying to, not only take care of, Megan's new build, but doctor's appointments, but also try to get us back in the van so that we could, start kind of getting back to what quote unquote a more normal life for us.
Have some independence.
Independence is a great word. I mean, I fully very thankful for the family and friends that took care of us during the last couple of months, but it definitely feels good to have our own space.
Agreed.
So for the two of us living in a single van where we were, pretty used to having our own spaces, our own vans, and the way we did things before, it worked out really well. Even though both of our vans were fairly set up for just single people, the fact that we had two vans, we would find a location, we'd park both vans near each other, and it just kind of worked out. And we had worked out somewhat of a routine where, we could hang out in her van and watch movies in the evening. And then in the mornings, oftentimes we'd start our day with a cup of coffee like we are now, and kind of chat about what each other had going on. So both of us being in a single van has been a little bit of an adjustment, but I think I'm pretty happy. I think we've done fairly well.
No major arguments have erupted, so I'd say that we're not quite at the point where we're going to strangle each other. So I'd say that's a win.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, and like she said a little bit earlier, one of probably the biggest challenges right now is this fan's not even done. So our storage is a little bit wonky right now. And some of the build that's still in here is like an old build idea that needs to kind of go away. So all in all, I think we've done well, and, and it's been nice, but I think we both still kind of look forward to getting your van built.
Yes. I miss my level of independence of being able to pick up and go when I wanted to. Jason has videos that he goes out and he makes pretty much every single week. So while I'm working during the week, he's gone, which that isn't obviously possible without me having a place to stay. So as soon as that gets done, he'll be able to return to going out and making videos every single week
So yeah, once we get Megan's van built, we'll be able to kind of go back, because like I said, she does work a 8 to 5, 9 to 5 type job, brick and mortar type job, and she will, once she has her van, she'll be able to kind of do that and work and function throughout the week. And then during the week, I will be able to get out more and do more adventure content. But with that said, even with the both of us in the van, and now that we have this van semi-functional, we are going to try to at least start filtering back in some, camping videos. We can't really adventure too much. Like overlanding's just not really, I just can't really do that right at the moment with Megan, because one, the bouncy roads is really hard on her neck. So we can't do that, but we at least can still get out and hit some local spots and just do some, fun camping, campfire, videos and stuff like that, that I am going to start filtering into the channel. There's still plenty of build content that is going to be coming as well. And I know some people like to build content and some people don't like to build content, but we do have, like I said, we have the build on Megan's van, which I'm going to try to take you guys through in a series, starting with, like I said, here at AJ's. But then since I didn't do really any film of the building of this, because I was just trying to get it done as fast as I possibly could, we'll spend a little bit more time videoing and talking about Megan's build. But that's just that kind of gives you an idea over maybe the next month and a half. I do actually have an overland trip that I'm going to be doing by myself. Megan's going to stay back here with Daisy and stay in my van while I'm gone, but I'm going to be gone for 10 days. And you're probably wondering if Megan's going to stay here in the van, what's going on, but you'll have to stay tuned for that to figure that out. But there is a little twist that in that, but and I'm excited about it. But for the most part, you can start to expect that we're going to try to get some camping videos. It's just been, I just hope you understand, and I appreciate those who have understood. It's just been very hard to get those types of videos out over the last couple months, but we're definitely in a position now where we're going to try to get that more of that type of content out to you guys. All right, so that kind of brings us to the last thing I want to talk about, and that's going to be Megan's overall role in the channel moving forward. And because Megan works a 9-to-5 or brick and mortar type job, she's going to be at work a lot of times when I'm out filming and doing content. And so she's just not going to have a huge role in the channel, but she'll still appear from time to time, but still the channel is going to be very much what you're used to as far as the type of content that you guys saw prior to Megan's accident. And there's a couple reasons beyond the fact that she's got to be at work, and it's the fact that when I'm out creating content, it's a lot of work to get all the shots, and there's just a lot of details that kind of make it for a person that's just riding along not the most enjoyable.
No, it's kind of stressful to have someone pretty much directing what you're doing, and it's just a little bit more enjoyable, I think, for our relationship if I had a smaller or less of a role in the channel.
Yeah, like I said, I get very focused when I'm creating the content, and which is kind of probably putting it gently, but I get very focused when I'm creating the content, and I really want to obviously create the best videos for you guys. And so I don't want that to put a stress on our relationship. I really would like the weekends when me and Megan can go out and do something for that to be without the stress of the camera there, and for us to be able to really enjoy our time together. And I think that's good for me as well, and good for the content, because it allows me an opportunity, which I don't really haven't really taken to this point, but allows me an opportunity to step away from the camera a little bit and to refresh, and then go into the next week ready to go out with new, fresh ideas and make hopefully better content for you guys. But like I said, Megan will be in, she'll be in a video here or there, but I just don't want you guys to have the expectation that it's going to be the Jason and Megan show moving forward. It really is going to be very much similar to what you can expect, what you have expected prior to me. So other than that, I don't know what else to update you guys on. As far as updates go like this, typically I do these type of updates or similar type of updates for my folks on Patreon a couple times a month. I don't usually do these channel wide, but like I said, because of everything that's been happening over the last couple months, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a good understanding that there's just been a lot going on. It's been very hard to get out and create the type of content, but I think we finally have hit that precipice, that turning point, where now we can kind of get back to a little bit more of what you expect from the channel. And I just want to thank everybody for their patience with the channel, and look forward to a lot of great outdoor content coming. So anyways, if you found this video informational or helpful or enjoyed it in some way, please do give it a like. If you have any comments or questions for me, either me or Megan, leave those down below, and we'll catch you guys again outside.